Good morning. Happy Motivational Monday. I'm in the car today, so I just wanted to share a thought with you guys, and we're gonna jump right in. What is your why? What is your why? Now we hear oftentimes a lot of people say, "What is the why?" Think about the why. Why do you do what you do? What pushes you? What motivates you? What is your why? And that's awesome because you need to know your why. You need to know why you do a certain thing. But what about the dark side of why? What does that mean? The dark side of why is why you deal with a certain situation. Why do you settle for less? Those types of questions is what we try to avoid. We don't actually dig deep and find out, well, why am I doing this? Why am I taking this type of behavior? Those are the whys that we need to know, because those are the whys that are sucking the life out of our purpose. Those are the whys that are holding us hostage in the same situations all over and over again. And those are the whys that we think if we wait it out, if I wait out this why a little bit longer, it's going to smooth out, it's going to ease out. And it just might. Not saying that it won't, because God can do all things. But sometimes that why is sucking the life out of the purpose and the promise. You are missing the promise because you're not focused, you're not remembering the why. Why am I accepting this behavior? Why am I forgetting who I am? Why have I lost my identity? Why am I allowing myself to work another person's vision and lose sight of mine? Why are the things that we need to find out? Those whys. What are those whys? We understand the why. I do it on the positive side. I do it for my kids. I do it for my family. I do it. I understand. Those are the whys that help us get to where we are. But we also have those whys that are holding us hostage to the current state. Those are the questions we need to ask ourselves. Why? Why am I doing this? And so often when you see things and you try to help people, and you know what? People will do what they want to do. You can preach, you can pray, you can fast on their behalf. But until they recognize the why they keep repeating the same cycle, what are you doing it for? People come to you in the middle of their why for a temporary fix to the situation they don't really want to get out of. So you allow them to tell you this situation without even asking them why. You know what you're worth. Why are you doing this? Because they expect someone to change, but you can't change a person. Now, if you decide to wait them out and deal with the same cycles of abuse over and over again, that comes in many forms. That is your choice. But don't keep coming for people to pray you out of a circumstance that you haven't even got to the root of your why. You're still there. So that's what I want us to focus on today. That's what I want us to think about. What is that why that's holding me hostage? Not the why that's pushing me, but the why that's holding me hostage. Where is that why? Write down that why. Why am I dealing with a disrespectful man that cheats on me and then kiss me later and apologize? Why am I working at a job, pushing forth a dream and sitting on my gifts? Sometimes you have to work to provide, but you don't have to stop your purpose in the midst of it. Why am I being talked to like this? Why am I trying to please a people that don't even believe in who I am? These are the questions that you have to ask. These are the whys that we need to find out. Dig deep into your why and find out what that why is doing to your purpose. Because you could be so much farther along. You can accomplish so much more if you get to the root of your why and cut it off. So we not talk about the pretty side of why. I do it because I love my community. I do it because I love my husband and kids, my wife and kids. We know those whys. We recognize those whys. We acknowledge those whys. But we are talking about the whys that have held you in the same captivity of fear year after year, day after day. Because we don't want to cut off that why because we're comfortable in it. Cut off the whys. Find out the root of the why. And live the fullness that you're supposed to have in your life. That's the why. that I want us to recognize. Sometimes you got to get to the dark side to find the light. Everything has to come forth sooner or later. But it's not until you recognize your why that you'll be able to grow. You'll be able to do what you're called to. We're missing out on so much. God wants to do so much, but we won't even acknowledge the why in our lives. We won't even acknowledge that we can break this situation. We can come off and under this curse or whatever it is. Once we recognize it, all we have to do is lay at the feet of the Father and ask him, God, help me deal with this why in my life. Because I know that it's a promise on the other side. That thing that I've been waiting for is on the other side. But God, help me cut off my why first. Tell me, God, replay in my mind why I'm dealing with a thing when you told me that I was more than a conqueror. God, deal with me on my whys so that I can fully grow in you. That's what I want you to focus on today. That is my motivation on Monday. That is what you need to write down. Write down your 2 sets of whys. Why I do it on the positive side. But now you got to dig deep and write out the why that's holding you hostage. What is that why doing to your purpose? Don't suffocate your purpose because you don't want to deal with your why. God bless you. Happy Motivation on Monday.